house is quiet in the midnight glow. Your old drawings still hang on the wall. I hear your laughter in the empty hall, like echoes time refuses to let go. Your little shoes still by the door, but now you walk a different road. And every year you grow a little more, while I grow older in my bones. And sometimes in the dark I wonder if tomorrow steals my breath away. When my voice becomes the wind and my footsteps fade from view, listen to the silence, child, I'll still be there with you. And every song the night birds sing, in every rising sun, a father's love will never end, even when he's gone. I remember teaching you to write. You were shaking, scared to fall, but you spread your wings that day with pride. And I just ran beside it all. The years move faster than we know, like rivers rush into the sea. And every dream you chase and grow is part of you and part of me. So if the day arrives without me, please don't let your heart believe that my voice became the wind and my shadow slipped away. Look beyond the quiet sky, I'm closer than you pray. In every road you walk alone, in every battle won, a father's love will light the dark long after life is done. When my voice becomes the wind and my story turns to dust, remember every word I said, remember who you trust. In every tear that falls like rain, in every shining dawn, a father's love will hold you close even when he's gone. So if you ever feel alone, just whisper to the sky above. The wind will answer softly back. My child, you were always loved. softly on this old guitar. Dust dances slowly in the pale lamplight. I think about the days when you were small, your tiny hand holding mine so tight. The years have carved their lines in me, like rivers cutting through the stone. But every scar I carry now was earned while building you a home. And sometimes in the quiet darkness, a fragile thought begins to grow. When the last line I leave behind fades beyond your distant sky, don't believe that love can die just because I said goodbye. And every step you dare to take, and every dream you chase alone, you'll find the strength I try to give beating softly in your bones. I watched you stumble, watched you rise, watch the world fill up your eyes. Every tear you tried to hide was a storm I felt inside. I couldn't shield you from all pain. Life has roads a father can't defend. But I prayed each night in silent hope your courage would outlive the end. So if tomorrow steals the sunrise and my voice is gone from you, let the last light I leave behind guide you through the darkest days, like a fire that never fades, like a truth that always stays. In every mountain you must climb, in every river you must cross, you'll hear my whisper in the wind, telling you you're strong enough. Guitars cry like thunder, let the drums beat like a heart, every note a piece of memory that the silence can't tear apart. When the last light I leave behind falls beyond the edge of time, hold the love I gave to you like a sacred living flame. Fear the day I'm gone, my child. The truth will always stay the same. A father's love is not a shadow, it's an everlasting flame. There's a photograph on my destiny. You're laughing in the summer rain, your little hands held out to the sky, like you could catch a river in your name. I still remember your first cry, the fragile hope inside my chest. From that moment on, I knew my life was no longer mine to rest. And time moves like a restless train. No father ever learns to slow. When I walk beyond the quiet stars and the world keeps turning on, don't believe that I have left you, don't believe that love is gone. In the echoes of my lullabies and the courage in your soul, you'll find the pieces of my heart in every dream you hold. I tried to be your shelter in the sky, your steady ground beneath your feet. But storms arrive in every life, and fathers know they can't defeat. Still I watched you grow so brave, stronger than I hoped you'd be. And every step you took away was proof you learned your strength from me. So if one day the silence finds you where my voice once used to stay, and I walk beyond the quiet stars farther than your eyes can see, know the love I gave you once still lives in your memory. And every road you travel on and every fight you face alone, a father's faith will guide your heart like a compass made of stone. Whoa. Let the guitars cry like thunder in the night, let the drums beat slow and deep. Every note a promise spoken, every chord a vow I keep. When I walk beyond the quiet stars and the sky grows cold and white, look within your beating heart, that's where I will always hide. And every sunrise that you see, and every shadow overcome, a father's love will still remain long after I am gone. So if the night feels endless, child, and tears begin to fall, just listen to the silent winds. I'll still be loving you through it all. There's a chair beside the window where I sit tonight. The world outside is drifting into gray. I watch the fading daylight touch the floor and wonder how the years all slipped away. I still see you running through the yard, barefoot in skies of endless blue. Every laugh you threw into the wind built the man I'm still becoming for you. And though my hands grow weaker every day, my heart still holds the same old vow. If tomorrow comes without my voice and the silence fills the room, follow where my echoes stay, beyond the quiet gloom. And every road you dare to walk, and every dream you chase, you'll find a piece of who I was written in your face. I couldn't guard you from the storms. Life is battles fathers can't control, but every lesson hidden in my words was meant to armor up your soul. The nights I watched you fall asleep, I prayed the world would treat you kind, and if it didn't, I hope the strength I left behind would help you rise. So when the sky feels cold and empty, and the stars refuse to shine, look for where my echoes stay, drifting softly through the air, not as shadows of the past, but proof that I was there. In every tear you wipe away, in every hope reborn, you're here to quiet love I left, like thunder in the storm. when he's gone. So when the wind moves through the trees and whispers through the night, that's where you'll hear me most, my child. Still fighting for your light, child. There's an old clock ticking on the wall tonight. Every second feels a little louder now. I see the years inside its fragile hands, like fading footprints I can't slow down. I still remember holding you so small, your heartbeat resting next to mine. In that quiet moment I understood my life had found its truest line. But time keeps walking through the door, no matter how we try to stay. If one day I become a memory, just a name you softly say, look above the quiet horizon, find the sky that still remembers me, and every dream that lifts you higher, and every tear you wipe away. My Father's love will walk beside you, even when I cannot stay. I watched you chase the golden sun through fields of days you couldn't see. Every step you took away from me was another step to who you'd be. And though I tried to build you armor, life still leaves its hidden scars. But I hope the strength I placed in you shines brighter than the darkest stars. So if tomorrow brings a silence where my voice once used to live, remember I'm not truly gone, just beyond what eyes can see. Like the wind across the open fields, like the tide upon the sea. And every road you walk alone, and every mountain you must climb, a Father's love will light your way long after I leave time. Oh, let the guitars cry like distant thunder, let the drums beat slow and strong. Every note a piece of a memory, every chord a lifelong song. If one day I become a memory, don't let sorrow steal the light. Carry every word I gave you through the longest, darkest night. For in your heart my voice will stay like a fire that can't be torn apart. Because the greatest home I ever built was inside your heart. And when you stay the sky above you, child, it still remembers me. There's a quiet rain against the window tonight, like the sound of years passing by. I see your childhood in every drop falling slowly from the sky. Your laughter once filled every room, like sunlight dancing on the floor. Now I see the man you're becoming, and I couldn't ask for more. But sometimes when the night grows heavy, a fragile thought crosses my mind. If one day my voice falls silent and my shadow fades from view, follow the footprints I leave in time. They'll always lead to you. And every lesson that I whispered, and every tear I tried to hide, you'll find the strength I planted there, still walking by your side. I tried to build a world for you, with hands that sometimes shook with fear, hoping every broken road would somehow guide your future clear. I couldn't stop the storms from coming, no father ever truly can. But I hope the love I gave you would help you stand where I once stand. So if tomorrow steals the sunrise, and my voice is just a song, don't believe that I have left you, or the bond we built is gone. Follow the footprints I leave in time across the years ahead. Every choice you make in courage, every tear you learn to dry, will carry pieces of my heart that never said goodbye. Guitar cry like a distant memory, let the piano fall like rain. Every note a quiet promise that love will still remain. remember every word I gave you, like a fire before the dawn. Through every valley, every mountain, through every fear you face alone, you'll feel the love I left behind, like a heartbeat in your own. So when the night feels endless and the road feels hard to climb, just look for the footprints in your heart. They're mine. They're mine. The hallway light is fading low tonight. Your childhood pictures line the wall. Every frame holds a different year. Every year a different call. I still remember your tiny voice asking questions about the sky. I told you stars were ancient fires that never really die. But time keeps writing stories. No father gets to finish all. There are letters I'll never get to read, from the life you'll live one day, words you'll write through tears and hope long after I've gone away. But every line between those words will carry something true. The quiet strength I left behind, still breathing inside you. Maybe you'll stand beneath the rain, wondering where your road will go. Maybe love will break your heart, the way all growing hearts must know. I wish I could be standing there, a steady hand upon your back. But life writes chapters fathers miss on distant silent tracks. So if the night feels cold without me, and the sky feels far too wide, remember those unwritten letters floating somewhere in the blue. Every dream you're brave enough to chase will bring my voice to you. Not a sorrow in the darkness, not a shadows of the past, but it's love that never learned how to stop or fade at last. the man that you become will be the answer that I wrote. And if someday you feel alone under skies too vast and cold, just remember every word I said. You were always brave and bold. So live the life I couldn't see, walk every road meant for you. And somewhere beyond the quiet stars, I'll still be proud of you. There's an old guitar beside my chair tonight. Its strings remember every song I used to play while you fell asleep, back when the nights felt less so long. Your little footsteps down the hall echo softly in my mind, like fading stars across the sky. The time could never fully blind. And every year the mirror shows a man the years have slowly worn. When the old silence in my voice is just the wind, don't believe the love I gave you reaches anywhere near an end. In every chord you hear at night, in every quiet memory, you'll find a piece of who I was, still singing endlessly. I watched you learn to stand alone, watched you stumble, watched you rise. The world was bigger than my hands, but never bigger than my pride. I couldn't fight every battle, I couldn't stop every tear, but every prayer I whispered was asking life to keep you here. So if the day arrives without me and the silence feels too strong, let the old guitar remind you of the love within each song. Every lesson that I gave you, every dream I tried to grow, will live inside your beating heart long after I must go. shake through the night, every note a father's promise, every echo guiding light. When the old guitar falls silent and the stage of life moves on, know the music that I gave you will keep playing when I'm gone. Through every storm and every sunrise, through every road you walk alone, you'll hear my love inside the sound of your own heart song. So if the night grows cold and empty and the world feels far away, listen closely to the silence. That's where my love will stay. Where my love will stay. There's a wooden chair beside the kitchen light, where I sit when the world grows still. Your childhood laughter lives in these walls like a song the silence can't kill. I remember when your hands were small, reaching up just to hold my own. Now the road ahead belongs to you, and someday you'll walk it alone. The years keep turning pages no one ever gets to read again. When the day my chair stays empty and my voice is hard to find, don't believe that I've abandoned the love I leave behind. In every step your courage takes, in every fear you fight, you feel the strength I tried to give, standing in your light. I tried to build a steady world with hands that sometimes shook with doubt, but every time you learned to stand, you proved what love was all about. I couldn't stop the passing time or shield you from the storms ahead, but every prayer I ever made was for the path your heart would tread. So if someday the house feels quiet, where my laughter used to stay, remember when my chair stays empty, my love never walked away. It's written in the way you stand, in every truth you speak. It's living in the strength you find whenever life feels weak. Oh, let the guitars cry like thunder, let the piano fall like rain, every note a piece of memory that forever will remain. When the day my chair stays empty and the night feels cold and long. Oh, the love I gave you once, like a never-ending song. Through every valley dark and deep, through every rising sun, a father's love will walk with you, even when he's gone. And if you ever miss me, child, when the quiet fills the room, just listen to your beating heart. That's where I still live. 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 Night, the wind is whistling through the trees, like an open down out my name. I sit alone with memories in my hands, watching shadows dancing in the flame. I remember when you couldn't sleep, you'd run into my arms afraid. I told you monsters fade with morning light, and slowly watched your fears all fade. But time is a river that never rests, and even fathers drift away. Chapters of your days, take the torch I leave behind, and let it guide your way. Through every doubt that finds your heart, through every night so cold, a father's love will burn for you long after I grow old. I watched you take your first brave steps, like a traveler chasing dawn. Every stumble made you stronger, every fall helped you move on. I tried to give you more than shelter, more than walls of steady ground. I wanted you to carry courage even when I'm not around. So if one day the silence finds you where my laughter used to be, remember I'm not truly gone, just beyond what eyes can see. The torch I leave will still be burning in the choices that you make, and every dream you dare to follow, and every risk you take. Slow carried softly by the years. Hold the torch against the darkness, through your doubts and through your fears. For every step you take in courage, every mountain you climb alone will prove the love I gave to you has found a life of its own. So walk the road that's meant for you, no matter where it bends, because a father's love, my child, never truly ends. It truly ends. Night is deep, the house is still. A fading fire begins to glow. I sit alone with thoughts of you and all the years we used to know. Your tiny shoes once by the door, your laughter racing through the hall. Those little moments felt so small, but now they mean the most of all. And every year the mirror shows another page the time has turned. When the light on your path grows dim and you wonder where I've gone, hold the light I gave to you and keep your courage strong. In every step through storm and fear, in every rising dawn, you'll feel a father's steady love, even when he's gone. I tried to teach you how to stand when life feels heavier than stone, how to rise when hope is lost, walk the hardest roads alone. I couldn't guard you from all pain or build a shield against the years, but every prayer I ever made was asking life to spare your tears. So if someday the silence falls where my voice once filled the air, let the landing on your path be the proof I'm still there. Not in shadows of the past, not in sorrow's endless song, but in the strength you carry forward as your life keeps moving on. Whoa. Let the guitars cry like distant thunder, let the drums beat slow and deep, every note a quiet promise that my love is yours to keep. too wide. Lift the flame inside your heart, and I'll be by your side. Through every valley, every climb, through every battle won, because a father's love keeps shining long after he is gone. And if the wind calls out your name somewhere under midnight's glow, that's just me reminding you how proud I am of you. The house is breathing softly in the dark, a lonely lamp beside my chair. Your childhood echoes down the hall like ghosts of laughter in the air. I still remember holding you when thunder scared you in the night. Time moves on like falling rain, no heart can make it stay. When the silence comes after my song and my voice fades from your days, don't believe the love I gave could ever drift away. Every choice that makes you brave, and every tear you dry, you'll feel the strength I left for you, standing by your side. I watched you learn to chase the sun with fearless hope inside your eyes. Every dream you dared to hold someday rise. I couldn't stop the turning years or build a shield against goodbye, but every prayer I whispered low was asking fate to let you fly. So if tomorrow feels too quiet where my laughter used to be, remember in the silence after my song, every road you walk alone, every mountain you climb carries pieces of my heart traveling through time. Oh, let the guitar cry like distant thunder, let the drums beat slow and deep. Every chord a father's promise, every echo yours to keep. When the silence comes after my song and the night feels long and cold, Oh, the love I gave to you, like a fire you can hold. Through every valley dark with fear, through every rising dawn, a father's love keeps singing, even when he's gone. So if the wind begins to whisper somewhere in the quiet blue, that's just my voice reminding you, I'll always be with you. The night is heavy on this old house tonight, a quiet storm behind my eyes. Your childhood echoes through the rooms like fading stars in distant skies. I see you running through the yard again, I'm barefoot chasing summer light. You never knew how proud I felt watching you outrun the night. But time keeps turning every page, no father gets to stay. There's a road you walk without me, somewhere far beyond today. But the love I left within you will never fade away. And every choice that shapes your life, and every dream you chase, you'll hear the strength I try to give. And every step you face, I try to teach you how to stand when the world feels cold and unfair, how to keep your heart unbroken even when nobody cares. I couldn't shield you from the storms or hold the sky above your head, but every word I spoke to you was a light for roads ahead. So if someday the silence falls where my voice used to belong, remember on the road without me, my love still walks along, not in shadows filled with sorrow, not in tears you cannot hide, but in the courage in your heartbeat still burning deep inside. guitar cry like a midnight prayer. Let the drums roll slow and low. Every note a father's promise, the love will never let you go. Yes, the road you walk without me may be long and hard to see, but the man that you become will carry all of me through every valley dark with doubt, through every rising sun. A father's love will guide your way, even when he's gone. And if you ever feel alone under skies too wide to see, just listen to your beating heart. That's where you'll find me. That's where you'll find me. Porch light flickers in the midnight rain. An old chair creaks beneath my weight. I hear the wind move through the trees, like time knocking at the gate. I still see you running down the drive, your laughter racing through the air. Those summer nights felt endless then, before the world grew hard and fair. But years move on like passing trains, and fathers learn they cannot stay. When the day the porch light waits alone and my footsteps fade away, don't believe that I have left you. Well, the love we built will stray, and every choice that makes you strong, and every tear you hide, you'll hear my voice inside your heart, still walking by your side. I try to show you how to fight without letting your soul grow cold, how to carry kindness forward even when the world feels old. I couldn't stop the storms from coming, to shield you from goodbye, but every prayer I whispered low was asking fate to let you fly. So if someday the house grows silent where my laughter used to live, remember when the porch light waits, it's the love I tried to give, not in sorrow, not in shadows, not in memories that fade, but in the courage of your spirit and the man that you the drums beat slow and deep, every note a father's promise, every echo yours to keep. When the day the porch light waits alone and the road feels hard to see, look inside your beating heart, you'll still find part of me. Through every valley dark with doubt, through every rising sun, a father's love keeps burning, even when he's gone. So if the wind moves through the night and whispers through the trees, that's just me reminding you how proud I'll always be midnight clock keeps counting every breath, a lonely rhythm in the room. I watch the shadows on the wall, like memories slowly learning how to move. I still recall first small step across the living room floor. You look back once to find my eyes before you reach the door. And every year the road grows longer for the hands that once held yours. If the morning finds you alone someday and my voice faded away, don't believe the love I gave you, left with yesterday. Every sunrise on your face, and every hope you own, you'll hear a father's quiet strain telling you you're not alone. I tried to show you how to stand when life feels heavier than stone, how to keep your heart from breaking even when you're on your own. I couldn't stop the passing time or build a wall against goodbye, but every lesson that I gave was meant to help you fly. So if the silence fills the room where my laughter used to stay, and the morning finds you alone at the start of some hard day, remember every word I spoke, every truth I tried to show, because the man that you become is the legacy I know. every chord a father's promise that love will always grow. If the morning finds you alone someday under skies too wide to see, look inside your beating heart, that's where I'll always be. Through every valley dark with doubt, through every rising sun, a father's love keeps guiding, even when he's gone. And if the wind calls out your name, somewhere in the dawn's first light, that's just me beside you, still wishing you the strength to fight.